I'm supposed to tell you a little bit about Brett Jones. Well, what do I know about Brett Jones? Possibly the most terrifying man I've ever met. I once saw Brett Jones kill a man with a fork. Like the blunt side of the fork, though. Under the ribs. Dead. Super dead. What else do I know about Brett Jones? Brett Jones has no fingerprints. Brett Jones does not have a shadow. He weighs 93 pounds. 20 of those pounds are muscle, blood, sinew, bones, things that people normally are. And the other 73 pounds is fear of the people he kills. What else do I know about Brett Jones? I think he likes sandwiches. Brett Jones has the same IQ as Emily Dickinson. I don't know if you've seen the movie Children of Men, but Brett Jones is the reason that America and the rest of the world couldn't have babies. The end.
Fred Spike Pallone is the best human being in the world. I challenge anyone to find a kinder soul with a bigger penis than Fred Pallone. It can't be done. Trust me, I've looked. You know why they call him Spike? Do you? It's because it sounds good when you put it in between Fred and Pallone. His breath smells like sweet peppermint. He bathes in the spit of the gods, which is very, very expensive. It's not actually the gods' spit. It's like a cologne that you can get only in Saudi Arabia, and it smells wonderful. There's only one other man that can pull off the cardigan. Well, two other men that can pull off the cardigan like Fred Spike Pallone. And let me tell you, one of them is Bill Cosby, and one of them is Mr. Rogers. Fred doesn't just make me want to be a better man. Fred makes me a better man. He's also pretty.
Just to let you know a little bit about Danielle Pelcher, her breasts are completely fake. The thing is that she stopped growing breast-wise at a very young age. So what she told me one day, she was a little tipsy, and she let this cat out of the bag. She said that that she stuffs them with bags full of fruit preserves, blackberry or like raspberry, to give it some kind of like shape. She says that she takes like one of those hefty bags, those Ziplocs, and she fills it with some fruit preserves to make them jiggle and bounce some more. Oops, sorry. Another thing that you may not know about Danielle Pelcher is that she's actually that retarded. When you look at her, that's the real deal. What you see is what you get. So her boyfriend is, he's a good man for staying with her, because she's kind of a nasty bitch.
I'm supposed to say a couple things about Amy Van Dusen now. One thing you might know is that Amy Van Dusen is short. One thing you probably don't know is that Amy Van Dusen knows the cure for cancer, but she's holding out on us. Part of it could be because of all the short jokes we make. Part of it could be spite. Part of it could just be that we're not ready for that, I mean, she knows the cure to cancer. What other secrets does she hold? Amy Van Dusen can do a split. Amy Van Dusen could also not do a split. But Amy Van Dusen likes chocolate and Friends and the actual Friends, not the TV show. She has a picture of me kissing a guy on her wall. Amy Van Dusen punches like a girl, which you probably wouldn't expect, but she does. Van Dusen is a German name, coming from Van, which means the, and Dusen meaning the. In German, it means useless amongst German biologists, marine biologists. So if you're a Van Dusen, you're a useless vestigial bone that's a leftover of thousands and billions of years of evolution. So I crack up every time I hear her name.
I heard that Andy Sklar has a baby growing in his left shoulder. That's pretty cool, right? How many guys can do that? Andy Sklar competed with Britney Spears for who had the hottest head. Andy won. Andy Sklar picks his nose and the boogers turn into sea otters. Also, Andrew Benjamin, the Sklar III, his future wife, is the inventor of kittens. You know what? Andy Sklar swam across all of the oceans in the world. He died, and then he gave himself CPR and woke up. I hope this is going to be edited. Andy Sklar smells like roses, if you didn't know that. He smells like roses because roses are in his blood, and when he sweats, the petals just drip out of his veins. Andrew Sklar's dad is an astronaut, and when Andy Sklar was a child, his father took him to space. Also, Andrew Sklar has a 12-pack.
Krista Jensen was awarded a free kill by the Holbrook Police Department, and nobody knows why. Fact, Krista was born at the exact minute of Gandhi's death. And, I mean, it's probably nothing, but, you know, do you know? I don't know. Krista once went into Colorado, into the wilds of Colorado, armed with nothing but a switchblade, instinct, and like $30 worth of jerky. And nobody heard from her for like 5 months, and she came back and could like totally see in the dark. This is a fact. Krista painted John Goodman's head on the top of her house, on the roof of her house, so that she can look at her house, or when other people look at her house on Google Earth, they see like John Goodman, and he's great. And that's not true. Krista also eats with a falcon and a shark. That's not true either.
Whatever.